Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the M53 M55. It's the Tier 9 American SPG. It's located on the North Spawn of Mountain Pass, and this one is under my control. Yes, it's the General Disturbance replay, and I'm on the North Spawn. Okay, 8-inch howitzer, 203mm caliber, capable of doing 900 alpha, 52mm pen. You're seeing me knock trees over. Yes, I want to try and confuse them as to exactly where I am, and so I'm just going to knock these trees down right from the start, because I'm not anticipating the enemy Arty to do much to stop me. Okay, I just need to... Yep, I can fire from that angle. Okay, ready to go. Okay, and we spotted some enemy tanks making their way across the start area. I was waiting for a moment for that gorilla to stop moving and take a position, but he didn't, which is surprising. So I didn't have a shot at him. I see the TVP, but I want the 68. Just misses him. I thought for a second I would have that one. Probably should have gone for the TVP, actually. He was stationary, but he wasn't showing me much, so I could actually shoot at him. I've got an E50M at the other end of the bridge road, and facing him is a Waffenträger auf Panzer IV. It's a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it. Okay, just waiting for the reload to go in. Standard reload 40.27 seconds. My reload 31.01. Now, I just looked at my positions, thought, no, I can't get a good clean shot onto the bridge road and onto the ice road. So I'm changing positions to utilize that, and yep, we've got an AMX M451. Okay, so I'm dialing in on him. I can see the German was it the forgotten the name of it now, the Striv 1030 and the T30. Actually, I thought it was the German version, their wedge. Okay, so I've picked up 350 of that AMX. He's stunned, so I picked up more stun assist and waiting for the reload to go in. Now, I haven't changed position, but I don't think the enemy Arty can get at me at the moment, but I think he's more busy. Okay, AMX is going up to a position where he's going to stop and takes another hit, 290. Enemy Arty in this game is an M53, M55, and we can see that he's actually aiming at the enemy, our teammates on the Western Pass, and the AMX has gone down. Now I'm going to change position this time. I'm going to go up the slope and see what I can get from there. We lost the Waffenträger, and instead he's facing now an M103 and an E50M. In fact, it's a Heshbahn at the other end. Even the people doing the restoration call it the other name, but I just don't think there's any need to actually call it that. We've cleared one part of the ice road, but the worry is that with only the Heshbahn covering the bridge road, he's got a long reload, so I probably need to put a round in there just to liven them up. And I put one in, changed position. Now, didn't see if the enemy was there, but I just wanted to make sure that guy knew that that area is covered. Okay, at the other end, blocking the Western Pass, we've got an Object 260, and there is a TVP, the Type 68, and of course that Gorilla 15, and there's the Gorilla 15 right in the corner, but I want the Object 260 for the starters. He's the one using the rock for cover. It lands short, but I still get some splash, 102. Change position. I don't often play this Arty as much as I should, really. There's the one I was worried about. It's the Kampfpanzer III Project 7. That's the, or 7. It's the German wedge, basically. Okay, is he going to stop? He's going to stop sooner. And there you go, rounds out. That's as far as he wants to go. And that's a direct hit. Okay, I'm in reload. Looking around. no other shots. Not on that position at the moment. So I may have to change position or change target. Now, that Type 68, that's the one I fired at first, if you recall. He's come back into view. Again, he's blocking our guys coming through. Okay, I'm loaded. Rounds out straight away. And it's a wipeout. 346. He's out the game. Okay, I can see there's tanks up on top of the hill. There might be an E50M and an Object 260 up there. The enemy, T110E5, has just killed all the tanks we sent down the ice road. They all got wiped out. But we're very strong on the Western Pass. Now, I killed that tank on the Western Pass. They've managed to unblock themselves. And we're looking at 260. Rounds out. Lands alongside him for 341. I'm hoping one of my teammates might get a shot at him. Okay. I'm going to change position. In fact, I'm concerned about that E5 because he might decide to actually make a move. So I'm going to come down the slope and get closer to the enemy, see if I can actually get shots on the enemy by their cap area. What I don't want to do is get caught by that E5 coming back to our cap and coming up behind me. Okay, so we've got the 260 lining up. Rounds out. Yep, that's good. Only 169. Okay, change position again. Going around the corner. I'm going to park over here. If the enemy is making his way up to our cap, then obviously I'm not going to be there. But I'm also covering this side. Now, it's a very narrow angle now, so unfortunately it means very difficult to hit the target, but that one was aimed at the 260 as he was backing away. I'm changing position again. Now, from this position, I should be able to see the enemy if they are moving there. And, oh, well, we just saw the E50M on the enemy team. He's getting a lot of damage, that guy, the E50. You could probably see he is a Unicum standard. He's got 2 kills. Oh, I thought I would get that guy as he was backing up. But no. Yes, the E50. There he is. And that's one of their best. Pro Watt Master is his name. He is Super Unicum. Okay, Object 260. It's a very difficult shot. It's coming in virtually horizontally. The Object 780, not sure why he thanked me here. Not sure if he was being sarcastic. .780 is actually still in the game. There's the 260 again. It landed right in front. 420 hit points. It's a reasonable shot. The enemy is now facing our guys because they've redistributed and they've gone around the ice road through the bowl. We can see the E5 is actually still there. So I'm actually now technically in the wrong place. And I should be backing up those guys at the other end of the ice road. Just as they're trying to block. The 780 is going from one direction. Okay, we're loaded. Rounds out the E50. Well, I got 223 off him. Which is better than some of the members have got so far. Some of the players. I'm in the wrong place. I really do need to move and get round to the ice road. There goes the E50. And he's their best player, remember. This Unicum, and he's about to wipe out the 780, and I can't get a shot on him, and he has killed him. So now I have to move because he can actually come around the corner. He'll take out the Batchat, and he has taken the Batchat out. So I have to move. I've got no choice. Otherwise, that E50 is just going to go driving straight through the center towards our cap, and he'll just annihilate me on the way. At least I can be of some help to the attacking team. The BZ-75's holding them up on the flank. on the slope. And the Heshbon, well, he's the last one, last gunner other than the BZ, and he's holding them back at this corner. Now, I suspect that one of the enemy is going to come around the corner and try and shoot them in the sides. And so I'm going to go around here, see if I can support, and then get closer. Here's the Heshbon. In fact, I suspect it's going to be the E50 who's doing it. All the wrecks, and there's the tank I hit earlier. Okay, can I get shots on these ones? Well, we can see the Gorilla 15 up there, and he's a bit of a problem as well. He's actually got one kill. Can I get a shot? It's very, very difficult. I fired just as I saw the red line stopped on the Gorilla, and unfortunately he moved directly out of shot just as the shell went past him. So I'm now on reload. I probably should have aimed for the enemy, but we've got the Kampfpanzer dry. The Gorilla's gone off the edge, and he's crushed himself, which leaves 2 on 2. And yeah, my sixth sense just went off. I just got spotted. And in fact, it is the E50M, and he just made a hit, or tried to hit me, but he couldn't see me. Couldn't get a hit on me, rather. You can see the Object 260 down there. He fires a shot at me, misses, which means the BZ has a moment of respite. I fired a bit snap, really, there. 2 snap for my liking. And the BZ's just killed the Object 260. And now I'm going to go for the cap because the Heshbon that was sitting behind me was wiped out by the E50M on the enemy team. And that's 2 versus 1. Now I'm going to act as bait because I'm going to go into the cap, and the BZ75 is going to wait for that E50M to turn up. We know he's only got 362 hit points because he was seen. We know how much he has. In fact, I suspect that he lost a lot of hit points to the Heshbon, and that's why he's now very low on health. Meanwhile, the pair of us, well, I've got the most at 450, but you can tell obviously that 336 is the amount that the BZ's got behind me. There he is, 336. So he can, well, he won't be able to take 2 shots, but you can see from this position, he can actually sit and wait whilst I capture, and I'll act as bait. So I'll be ready for the E50 when he comes from this direction. I'm hoping he doesn't come from that direction, but I don't think he will. But of course, it's up to him if he comes back, because he's going to be facing 2 players. Even if he gets 1 shot into me, and if he fails, I will go for the ram, and then the BZ will get the kill. So we will win either way. I've just got to be absolutely certain. Okay, so we're halfway through the cap. BZ's working on the basis he's actually going to come up behind us. I don't think that's the case. I definitely think he's going to come from the other direction. And if he goes up to the edge there, he should spot the guy. And if he does, then I'll be pre-warned and I can take action. So he's got 30 seconds to come back and get a reset. And if he doesn't, well, we win the game by capping. But I'm the bait. I'm holding my gun on that spot, waiting for the enemy to turn up, expecting to get killed, but to give my teammate the win. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've done it. We've won. We've capped out. That was a good one. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was only a second-class tanker for general disturbance in the M53, M55. I got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, I got 6. And I got an invader medal, yes, because I was the only one capping, and I managed to cap out, get 100 capture points, and we won the game. The win rate from that one, 3,597, which is super Unicum standard, but at least we won the game in the end, and I think those that died who were claiming and saying, oh, well, he's not doing anything, because I think that was the 780's point of view. That's why he gave me that insincere thank you. because he thought I wasn't giving enough support. But let's have a look at the team score and see what support I was giving. Well, we can see the highest damage was the only member of the enemy team who was still alive. That E50M, he had 6,058 hit points of damage. He got a high caliber out of that game, tier 10 game. Second highest damage was actually the BZ75 halfway up the hill. Well, up the hill, actually. He got 4,051. And actually, second was the 260, sorry. 4,599 to him, and then third was the BZ75 with 4,051. So I was fourth with 3,000. Fifth with 3,320. The Gorilla 15 on the enemy team managed 3,629, just behind the BZ. Yes, but so I was okay. I did a fair amount of damage, actually. That's a lot of damage for an Arty on a tier 10 game. When it came to kills, we can see that it was joint between the Heshbon on our team and the E50M on the enemy team. 4 kills apiece. 3 kills went to the BZ75 and the E5 on the enemy team. And 2 kills went to the E50 on our team and the Object 260 and the Gorilla 15 on the enemy team. I only got the 1 kill out of that one. When it came to base XP, though, I was in third because the BZ75 managed 983, 892 went to our E50, 856 went to me in the Arty. I fired only 15 rounds in that one, got 5 direct hits and 1 penetrating shot, 10 splash, damage of 3,320 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Now, I didn't actually discover which one I actually penetrated. But it was, in fact, the Kampfpanzer III, the Project 7, or Project 7. 994 hit points of damage, 1 penetrating shot, the one that landed right on top of him as I was working out where to put the shell. As he kept moving forward till he was getting to his firing position, he found his firing position, and at that moment, a shell landed right on top of him. He can't have been too happy about that one, but it happened. I also got 5 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 kill, so I missed out on getting a Confederate out of that game as well, but just by 1. And 514 hit points of stun assist of 8 stuns, which is why I didn't get much in the way other than the second class. But I did get 100 capture points, and that won the game. I earned 30,575 credits from the game, and I also got 5,136 experience points, and I got a mission completion reward. I was sitting there waiting to get killed, hoping that the BZ75 would just pounce on that E50M, because I knew he was a really good player. I absolutely was really concerned that he was going to make the wrong play, but I was sitting down there waiting for somebody to put a shell into me so that he could then capitalize on it and win the game. It didn't happen. So anyway, that was my weekend. It was the only good replay that I actually had over the weekend. I didn't play that many games on the weekend, but I did have that one good game. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.